Alrighty, so now I'm going to take you on the path that I really wanted to get to. So we've got a little river beside us here. We'll probably look at that very soon, but right now I wanted to go on this path. And you can see here that even my eyes, my eyes are starting to adjust now. I can see a lot better in the dark than a lot of people, I think. But even still, you see the thermal camera is doing a pretty darn good job. While the main camera, there's no hope in it doing it, but the thermal camera is just doing it, and it's absolutely fine. So I could actually, I'm just going to navigate just using, oops, there we go, nailed it. So anyway, let's just finish the track using just the thermal camera rather than using my eyes. Look at that. That's so cool. Oh, now what's happening here? That'll be auto gain control happening there, but I'm not. Oh yeah, okay. It's because my center point is probably doing the auto gain based on the center point. So if I keep the center point on a dark spot, there it is. Ah, that's so interesting. Okay, so let's just follow this path a bit more here. So if I keep it on dark spots, yeah, now you can see the path really. Actually, I'm also out of the shelter. Let's go back to the shelter for a sec, because I'm interested to see what it looks like now that I know that. Like if I get into this really dark patch in here, keep in mind that during the day this patch is quite dark, so it really will not be getting much sun. Let's just come back onto the path there. But yeah, so keeping the cross on the dark patch really makes a big difference. That last video was getting really way too long, so let's continue here. I'm on this really dark path, and there we go, walking into trees. But the thing I was pointing out in the last video was just how effective this thermal camera is at navigating there. I have not practiced this, and yet it's working really well. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, in just a moment I'm going to get to a spot where we'll get to the river, and the river usually looks quite surprising. I haven't actually tried this part of the river, but you can see sort of the currents of different water mixing and all of that type of stuff. Let's have a look. Okay, right, so I'm just arriving now at a spot where we can look at the river. And this is really interesting. So here is a bit where I'm guessing maybe boats or some canoes or kayaks, something used to meet up. The river, I was expecting it to be quite vivid one way or the other. And you can see all the ripples and everything, but there's much less going on than I was expecting it to. Having said that, if we come around over this way, we'll get to a bit where a little stream mixes in, and it depends how much current there is, because I have seen some interesting stuff at another point in the river, and we might get to see it here. So let's have a quick look. Okay, what does it look like here? No, it's pretty hard to make out. So what I'm looking at, I just get my glasses out of the way. So what I'm looking at here is the stream is along this patch here, maybe as far as there, and then there's the mouth going out to the main river there, and I'll have to show you on another video for another location. But the way that their different streams meet can be really interesting sometimes. You see some really interesting patterns. Anyway, I thought that was really cool. So this here is really interesting. So we can see all the water down below, and that looks really cool. And then if we look up, you can see we can see these dark patches here. That is us looking at the sky. And then you see these light patches. This is a tree that I'm looking through. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. notice the temperature change as we go from sort of the shaded area of all the trees, and then we come around and suddenly here's the area which has had the sun. Now also what would be interesting is this is another area where we have a little stream that mixes with the water, but I think it's probably not like here we get, like the last stream, we get backflow in here. So that's probably neutralizing anything interesting that we're going to see. Anyway, I thought that was really cool.